So this is my book about how I got to the hospital. It's called Diagnosis. In this page, my mom's telling me we had to go to Marshfield, and I was sad. And then this one is them letting me know I had cancer.
Why'd you write that book anyway?
To tell other kids that they can do stuff like me and fight cancer the best that they can.
So on a Thursday night, I was getting him ready to take a bath. And when he was getting into the bathtub, I noticed some unusual swelling on his leg and stomach. And we determined that obviously something was wrong that we needed to take him in for, but we didn't think it was anything major. So then on Friday, Justin took Luke into the walk-in. They basically transferred him to the emergency room. And then about 3:30, he called me and said, it's not good, you need to get here. And I just said, what is it? And he said, it's cancer.
You're just wondering, how severe is it going to be? The worst went through our heads of, like, are we going to lose him? I don't know.
When she told us that it was Hodgkin's lymphoma, us knowing, very little about childhood cancer, it was just scary because now it had a name. She was very optimistic that this was going to be a very easy thing for us to cure. Very treatable cancer. So that was good.
Before we started everything, so the day that his port was put in, the doctor told us that it could go one of two ways. We could get to the end of treatment and feel like that really wasn't as bad as we thought it would be, or it could be awful. And when we got to the end of treatment, the way he handled everything, we looked at each other and said that went a lot better than we could have ever hoped.
So bring that elbow back up.
His passion for baseball,
right down
he was signed up for a spring training camp before any of the diagnosis came through. And the first camp was going to be the Saturday after he had his first chemo treatment. We walked in, and he walked in so gingerly that I would have guessed he would have just been sitting by the wall the whole time, but he took batting practice, was fielding ground balls, he's kneeling on the ground, throwing back and forth with high school players. I sent her a message right away and said, I think baseball is going to be our best rehab that he can have.
Yeah, he was pretty stubborn, actually. Like, there was times when he'd have chemo and have like kickball for Cub Scouts or something going on, and I would say, you're staying home, you're not going, you need to rest, and he wouldn't. I think that's what made part of it so easy, is he was determined not to let anything
didn't slow him down,
or he wasn't going to miss anything because of it. I think, going in, you're just so unbelievably scared, and you don't know how much your life is going to be turned upside down, and you worry about not only the child that's sick, but we had other children, so we were worried about them and how everything was going to be affected. And they just truly do everything they possibly can to make it as easy on you as possible. All the resources they have and everything they do and all they offer you, and just the knowledge that our doctor shared with us, just very easy to talk to.
With the child life specialists, I think by the end, honestly, they felt like family. You get to know them. In the hospital, when we were working with them, they're trying to do everything they can to keep it just kind of lighthearted and help them to understand what's about to happen, because it is scary. You're going to be going into an operating room, and they have ways of being able to play games or distract him. And it was really good that treatment was all done in the end, but you were sad to not be seeing them as often, but at the same time, it was a happy time at the end.
I feel like nothing happened, and I don't have to do anything except for the 2 scars. I like to check on them once in a while.
He's in remission, and he's doing great in 2nd grade. His future looks really good. He's healthy, and he's enjoying all his sports, and he's just got all the dreams of a little boy. He wants to be a pro baseball player, and so I think he's got his future. He can do anything with it.